I'm your host, Luke from 23. You're joining me for Court of Nightfall, Chapter 15. I'm glad you've agreed to train with me, Scarlet. Your newfound powers as a Nephilim will blossom quickly under my tutelage. Zoran seems almost giddy with excitement. He's still composed, but holding back a beaming grin. We can start as soon as you're ready, but I should warn you, my standards are high. What does that mean? Means keep up, or are you leaving you behind? You're sitting at a coffee shop with a 1,000-year-old Nephilim. He's tall and brooding, taking big gulps from his cup. I guess I'll ask about his past. Wait, how old are you? When did you become what you are? Look around to make sure no one's listening in. Before the cataclysm. So, forever ago. Could you be a little bit more specific? Well, back then, women were still considered property. He finishes his cup. Also, people worshipped cats, drew pictures with hammer and chisel to communicate. So, ancient Egypt. Oh, I see. Although I'm not sure how much has changed since, my e-glass feed features a shocking number of cat photos. Oh, dude, get the fuck off there. No, run. You laugh when he drops his guard. Zoran feels like someone you've known for years. So, shall we? He stands up and gestures towards a black car on the side of the street. It's sleek, high-tech, and brand new. How could you afford this? Same way I could afford that e-glass in your pocket. You don't stick around as long as me without picking up a few 1,000 stock options. You get into the car and drive along the streets of Manhattan, the bright lights rushing past the windows like falling stars. So, he invested in stock before being captured, or what? Hours later, you arrive at a cathedral in a run-down section of the outskirts. Zoran, where have you dragged me to this time? This cathedral belonged to a religious sect called the Nephilites. They worship the Nephilim as saviors and fought by our side. You look up through the window and smile. The whole place is a marvel, centuries-old architecture. The religion's been outlawed for a long time. I'm not surprised the place looks so forlorn. Andriy doesn't acknowledge your comment, his dark eyes glimmering with intrigue. You sense that he's reminiscing. In these halls, being a Nephilim was revered. Turning others into Nephilim was considered a blessing. Most of us found it an uncomfortable mix of flattering, convenient, and perplexing. As you walk past the dilapidated benches, you step on an old ragged doll. You pick it up, running your hands across the torn stitches. He seems like he has more to say. I'll move him along. I can see you're having a moment here, Zoran, but I'd like to get some training in tonight. Fine. No history lessons today. You follow Zoran as he reaches a stairway at the far side of the hall, heading up to the rafters. Come along, then. That's interesting. I mean, he's immortal, I guess. Being a Nephilim, I guess you're granted that. I guess the only downside is your craving of blood, and which is like vampires. And the fact you really can't enjoy food anymore. You're almost at the ceiling when he knocks on a stable beam. Standing on the edge, there's a large hole in the ceiling, and he stares out of it. Your first lesson will be flying. You'll jump from here and off into the night you'll go. He tosses you a small, wrapped package. You fumble with the strings and open it, finding a tight shirt with an open back inside. And you'll want to put that on. It's easier to flex your wings if your clothes don't restrict their movement. He turns around respectfully while you quickly change into the new look, tossing your old clothes down to the cathedral floor. Wow, this outfit is a lot tighter and flashier than anything I'd normally wear. Jax wouldn't even recognize me. I look... Oh, what? What? I'm sorry. Done? Ah, yes, lovely. Be sure to keep an open-backed outfit handy, unless you want to tear through your clothing each time you fly. Yeah, but are you wearing an open back, like, just dress shirt right now? Because that's a little weird for a guy. A woman gets away with it. Guys, no, we don't. He eyes you up and down appreciatively. You peer through the open ceiling and see the moonlight filtering in. Well, time's up. Get a move on or else. Are you kidding me? You're not just gonna push me off the roof. Sure I am. Any last words, Scarlet Knight? Either you start moving or I will. I guess this is happening. Hesitate. Any pointers? Your wings are like a limb. They should kick in by instinct, but before we start... You run down the beam, leaping as far as you can into the empty sky, hoping for a miracle. You don't start flying, but falling fast. Your heart races as you plummet towards the cement floor of the cathedral below. Come on, Wings. Do your thing. Now, please? You close your eyes and let your fear go. Suddenly your back and shoulders burn, and you feel something catch the breeze, and send you skyrocketing into a circle. You open your eyes and catch sight of two massive feathered wings flowing from your back. They are impossibly beautiful. You head straight up as each pump of your new wings creates a powerful draft of wind. You're racing above the ground, looking down on the cathedral below. You glide freely on the night wind. You take a breath, and the cold air fills your lungs. You were always meant to do this. It feels right. The sheer bliss is overwhelming. Your eyes fill with tears as you realize one of your heart's truest dreams. I'm doing it. I'm really flying. I still like his wings better. 1, they're black. 2, they're kind of awesome. Pretty impressive considering you've never let your wings out before. What's more, you look breathtaking. But can you keep up? Stretches his wings, and you see his impressive muscles drawn taut as he picks up speed. You fly up harder and feel power rising in you. The two of you become glowing sparks dancing across the night sky. You are breathless with joy by the time his pace slows. Zoran's gliding just below you. You're elated as you look up at the moon, the stars shining bright in your eyes. You find yourself drifting far from the cathedral, and Zoran waves to you. It's time for a crash landing. How do I land? Like a bird. You just do. Question falls on deaf ears as you pick up too much momentum. You aim yourself at the cathedral, only to fly headfirst into the tree next to it. You crash into the ground like a bumbling cartoon character. Zoran offers you a hand, and you limp back inside. Should you really be starting a fire inside an ancient cathedral? Why not? The ancients aren't using it. Besides, it's too windy outside. Come, sit. Sitting by the fire, Zoran stands and reveals a couple of long, thin sticks gathered from outside. He begins to hand you one, but stops. Before we really begin your training, Scarlet, I should tell you what you mean to me. What I mean to him? Let's not do this now. I'd like to train Zoran. I think we'll have time to chit-chat later, won't we? Very well. Zoran throws you a stick, picking up another for himself. Shall we spar? With his right arm behind his back, Zoran holds the stick like a sword. You stand and clutch yours with both hands. I'll be at a disadvantage for this bout. Follow. Get back and forth, your footing changing considerably as you move across the cathedral floor. I should... She's having to use 2 hands. High. You aim above the waves, trying to hit Zoran in the shoulder. He dodges masterfully, and you lose your balance more than at once. Faster! You give a great swing with both hands, producing an audible clack as your sticks bang together. Zoran is thrown off balance, and you take the opportunity to strike. As soon as you swing, he vanishes. You turn to see him standing behind you. Hey, cheater! It's a practice match. Hardly qualifies. I've been thinking, why do knights use swords instead of guns? Bullets don't kill angels. The same applies to Nephilim. Winged blades, on the other hand, can cut through sheer stone. Sounds powerful. You know, I get one of those. Zoran laughs, sitting back down at the fire. You're not ready. There are at least 7 different styles of sword play I'd have to teach you before I helped you get a wing blade. Are you afraid I'll lose it? I'm afraid what you might do with it, or what it might do to you. It's a magical sword, with a mind of its own. Very deadly, very dangerous. Zoran's lost in thought for a moment before he looks at you and speaks up. He seems a tad uncomfortable as he speaks. We should talk about any changes you might be going through. I think I've had this talk before. Oh no, is this the puberty talk? Zoran, I'm 18. I know how the birds and bees work. No. I mean, it's about your new Nephilim form. I'm sure you've noticed that, You laugh as the esteemed Count of Nightfall turns bright pink and waves his hands in frustration. Yes, well, we'll have a chat, but first, I have a top priority task for you. Oh? From a small pack lying on the ground, Zoran reveals a bag of marshmallows. Marshmallows? What is this, summer camp? One of the finer things in life. Indulge with me, Scarlet. That's an order. Andriy smiles warmly, and you know that arguing will be wasted effort. You settle in by the fire. It feels strange to be camping inside, an old building like this, especially one so beautiful. Zoran jumps straight into his lesson, focusing intently on tearing open the plastic bag of sugary goodness. Nephilim sustain themselves on blood of others, mostly, as I'm sure you've gathered. So, we don't need food anymore. Then why the marshmallows? Since when did we eat in marshmallows for nutritional content? He uses one on his stick and to skewer the marshmallow, hovering it over the fire until it reaches a gorgeous golden brown. The scent is enough to suffocate you. Hardly anything has tasted good since you turned, but this smells like heaven. This isn't a trick, is it? I'm not sure I could handle it if you ruined marshmallows for me. What kind of mentors have you had that you're so wary of innocent fun? You gingerly bring the toasted treat to your mouth and bite down. A wave of sweet flavor hits you like an injection. I don't know what to say, Zoran. This tastes like everything good in the world all at once. Good, right? One of the last few things I can really taste. I can tell you how happy I was that they started mass producing these. This is incredible, but I really need to get back to training. Why the urgency? You didn't even want my help only days ago. Clever man. I thought training with the orders was going to be enough for me, but I can't sit idly by while they murder innocents. Ah, yes. I seem to remember you mentioning an execution before. It's capital punishment, not shining beacon of justice you thought it would be. Things changed. I was wrong about the knighthood. He places a stick on the ground and leans forward, his eyes glinting in the fire. Well, let's hear it. Tell me what they did. Both are important. Let's go with Ragathon. There's this man, Ragathon. He's one of the members of the council, and he wants to execute some Zeniths as a show of force. The Zeniths haven't done anything wrong. They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Is he evil, this Ragathon? I don't know. I've seen his memories, but I can't tell if he's just misguided. Zoran is silent for a moment. He folds his hands together and stares into the fire. You mentioned a boy the last time we met. Someone important to you? Jax? Yeah, he's a knight in the 4th. Stopping the executions means fighting against the orders. Have you considered that you might have to fight your friend? The thought hadn't really crossed my mind, but I don't think I will. Jax wouldn't raise a sword against me. Really? I want to tell you a story. I once saw a caged tiger held captive in a foreign land. It was horrific. I set upon a group of traffickers to free the poor beast. But once I cracked the locks and swung open the cell door, there was nothing I could do to coax the animal to leave, to take its freedom. You see, it was already home. Everything it knew of this world was inside that small, loathsome cage. Flicks his gaze away from the flames from each own questioning stare. You can the concern, and you can see the concern in his face. Let's go with that. I'm guessing C is missing. There may have come a time where your friends find that we skipped it and clicked accidentally. But you may also find that he cannot raise one against his captors, that he is too gauged. If that situation arises, how will you respond? I did take a drink while I'm thinking about this one. That's actually a tough question. I think he's got us stumped. I mean, he does have a good heart. And I really wish that wasn't a diamond choice. He does have a good heart. But remember that Jax has been trained by his father for a very, very long time. And he puts the orders above all. Yes, he wanted to change the order from inside, but tell him you'll handle it. The mission is what's important. I guess we'll stick with normal. I don't think I can fight Jax. I certainly can't kill him. He's my best friend. Zoran nods, swinging another marshmallow over the fire. You may not have to. You might be right. He stand by you, as he always has. Now, what do you know about these rebels? They might be a valuable asset. Well, I helped a woman called the Shadow of Rome and her partner Tiara escape the Inquisition. They're rebel leaders fighting for equal rights for Zenith. They hate Ragathan as much as I do. And would they be able to help us stop this execution? Tiara and Shadow tricks would be a lot of help. Freeing Zenith is right up their alley too, so I'm sure they'd lend support. Zoran nods, grabbing an e-glass from his pack and taking some notes. I'll find them. First, we need to talk about any relevant abilities you've noticed in your transformation. I can control people by touching them. It feels as if I'm looking through their eyes, like we become one for a moment, and they do whatever I say. Zoran whistles under his breath, an incredulous look on his face. That's a rare one. I'll thank him, I'm pretty cool after all. Refuses compliment, he's trying to butter me up. Ask him to update Evie's database on the Nephilim. No. No. Because what happens if that database falls into someone else's hand? Thank him, I'm pretty cool after all. Let's be a smartass. Thanks, glad to know my powers mean something. They certainly don't mean as much as the beautiful young woman who possesses them. You fidget, putting your marshmallow stick in your hand. Stupid Zoran, stupid charms. Zoran, my power, it doesn't always work. I can't always flip into someone. Flip? It's what it feels like. When it works, at least, flipping into their body. I couldn't do it when I felt weak, and I couldn't flip into the same person later, even when I had the strength. You might be incapable of flipping into the same person twice. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I'll have to test that at some point. Have you noticed any other abilities? No. I mean, not apart from being strong, healing fast, and I guess flying, huh? You may manifest more powers as you develop. You may not as well. He stands up, brushing some dust off his back. If you plan to save these young rebels, you're going to need a weapon. A weapon? I know where to find a whole bunker full of them. Check my stores. A soft image of your mother's face appears in your mind, and you think back to the bunker behind your house. It was the first time you had ever seen the bunker, but you remember your father leading you past rows of special weaponry made for the Order of Knights. You think back to your mother's equipment. A hidden lock is all that stands between you and an arsenal of weapons. I have us covered on the weapons front, Zoran. Follow me. You and Andriy Zoran, the two last Nephilim, take up to the night sky to mark the beginning of a life-changing alliance. Oh, what's this? We'll be together for always. Huh. For completing chapter 15. Oh, so let's see here. What card are we missing? Oh! We got to see it right as we did it, didn't we? Won't. Won't. Okay, so we can see the cards. So the top right one is Jax. The middle one is the one girl that got away, remember? She got kidnapped or whatever. And then... Oh, I wish we could see... Damn. Can't see the bottom two. They load too fast. So this one will be for completing all book with all the cards, okay. This one is purchasing 5 choices. This one's purchasing 3, and this one's for purchasing 1 choice or outfit. We haven't done a diamond choice yet? Really? Huh. I would have thought we did, but okay. So we're done. We are finally done. We've completed Calendar Girl. They said they were going to do another chapter of Starstruck this week, and I'm guessing they just bailed out of it. That and Mermaids and Vampires, but they said that their team that was working on that, they're just... they were running on a skeleton crew, and some of them were sick and stuff. So, you know what? It's... At least they're very transparent about that, and they're very honest. And so they were like, you know what? The chapters will be out next week, which... Oh, God, that's a lot of work. I mean, this is done. Or, so I believe. I mean, I guess we'll have to see. So, I mean, if they do 5, 5, and 5, plus Starstruck, I'd be fine with that. It's because 16. This week we did an incredible amount of chapters. It's quite a large amount. What, 20 almost? So, yeah. Whew. So my plan is... I am going to be streaming this weekend. I'm going to take the rest of the tonight off. I'm not going to really work on anything or upload. Saturday, which is, I believe now, actually, anyway. So today, I will be streaming. Sunday I'll stream. Probably Monday as well, and Tuesday. I will also be uploading some content that I'm keeping under wraps on the YouTube, but we will mostly be streaming probably on Twitch. So do keep that in mind. I'll probably still do the occasional stream on YouTube. But remember that if you want to see all my content, YouTube has this gimmick, which I feel like doing a video about to showcase to people. That basically turn off your restricted mode. It's in settings, by the way. And then also make sure that if you are subscribed, to make sure to hit that bell so you'll receive notifications. There's just 2 gimmicks that YouTube has right now to really hurt content creators, and then also hurt the people that love our content, if you especially are subscribed to us. Or want to subscribe even. So with that being said, I hope you all did enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, remember to hit that bell. And head down the description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.